So the first video was a bit more of like how to do things at a high level. It was kind of mindset and theoretical, and that's great. But I wanted to balance it out with the topic for the second video by being a bit more practical. So what I want to talk about with you is something that I'm surprised that more entrepreneurs and more business people don't know about, understand how to use effectively. And for those of you that do know what it is, I want to give my own kind of tip on it that I haven't heard anyone else give. So what we're talking about is your USP, or your unique selling proposition, or your unique selling point, whatever. And it's basically exactly what it sounds like. It's what makes you unique amongst your competitors. And if it's good USP, it's what makes you the surefire choice amongst your competitors. So, a USP can be any number of benefits. It can be features, it can be a story. But, benefits sell. People don't really care about your features, they care about what the feature does for them. So, it can be any number of benefits, but this is when your USP does this, you have a pretty good idea that you have a decent and really probably a damn good USP. So, in your business, I hope you look to solve a problem for your client, and your competitors look to solve the same problem. So for a client, if working with your competitors, say, they solve that problem, but a new problem arises, a secondary problem, which happens all the time. If working with you is different, because instead of like working with all the rest of the competition, that secondary problem does not arise because you're able to solve it, or just the way you work with the client, the way you deliver your product or service, that problem doesn't arise, that's when you know you have a pretty good USP. So, here's one little story for you about the importance of USP and what it really does. So, when I was in the foundation, which, if you don't know, is a 6-month entrepreneur intensive that takes you by a step-by-step process to start your own software company. When I was in that group, there was a lot of people that were afraid that if they found an idea that customers wanted, that there would be competition. And, this is kind of a scary idea. Will they put me out of business? Whatever. And that kind of worried me too a bit, until the point where I really discovered USP and I really started to understand it, because USP is meant to solve that exact problem for you. It's meant to allow you to prosper even amongst competition. So that's all. This is what I want to ask you today. So, are you struggling with your USP? Do you have a business idea where you can't figure out your USP? Are you in a business where you really don't know what your USP is, or you don't have one? If so, you can talk about it below and we will help you out for free. This is something usually, that I would charge for. This is, people charge a lot of money to help you find your USP and stuff like that. So you can comment below, and we'll discuss it. I'll help you out as much as I can. And that's it. Have a good day.